In this lesson, I'll be showing you how to create a new presentation. So to create a new presentation, I'm going to show you different methods you can use to create a new presentation. So you will also have to look at the one that is good for you to work with. So the first method I'm going to show you is going to the Backstage view. So click on the File tab, and this will take you to the Backstage view. And the next thing, so while in the Backstage view, you can do it from the Home tab or from the New tab. So if you're going to design a presentation from the ground up, that means you want to do everything yourself, you can use this blank presentation. You can see it from the Home or you can see it from the New. Okay, you can see it there. Good. But if you want to design something, maybe you want to use predefined templates in your PowerPoint. Okay, let's go to New now. If you want to use a predefined template, all these are predefined templates. You can select any of these. Okay. So for now, we want our presentation to be on blank presentation. So let's click on blank presentation. So now a new presentation is added. As you can see now, a new presentation is added. So let's create one more now. Let's go back there. Oh, this time around, I'm going to use another method. Okay, so let me use another method to create this. So create a new presentation using another method. I can do that from the Quick Access toolbar. So this is an icon for creating a new presentation. So in case this icon is not showing up here, just click on the Customize Quick Access toolbar and make sure if the check mark is not showing up for the new, you click on it. If you click on it, the icon should show up there. Okay, great. Since the icon is already here, all I need to do is to click on this guy and a new presentation will be created for me. Okay, great. Now what you notice now, we have created two different presentations. As you can see, this is the third presentation now. This is the presentation 3. So the presentation 1, that's the one we created in the first lesson. So presentation 2, we created that using the Backstage view, and presentation 3 is the one we created using the Quick Access toolbar. So how do we see all this presentation? It's actually very easy. So what you need to do, go to your task bar. So this is your task bar. This is your task bar here. So locate where PowerPoint is. Just hover your mouse on it. Hovering your mouse on it simply means that you move your mouse on the icon for the PowerPoint. When you just move your mouse on it, you're not clicking anything, you just move your mouse on it. And definitely, if you have more than one PowerPoint, those 3 PowerPoints presentations will be showing up. As you can see now, we have presentation 1, presentation 2, presentation 3. So if you're going back to any of the presentation, now move your mouse inside of the presentation you're going to. So if you're going to back to presentation 1, move your mouse inside of presentation 1 and left click on it, and then you notice that we're now in presentation 1. As you can see, the title of the presentation is presentation 1. Okay, so let's go back there now. Move back to this place now. Then you hover your mouse on it. If we need to move to presentation 2, just move inside of presentation 2 and left click on it, and you'll be able to move inside of presentation 2. Amazing, right? Great job. Okay, so then the last option of creating a new presentation, the last option is using the shortcut key. So that's amazing. You like shortcut? Okay, let's go to this. If you want to use the shortcut key, the shortcut key is Ctrl N. How do you do this? Hold down your Ctrl on the keyboard and press N on the same keyboard. So it means hold down the Ctrl. Let your Ctrl be down and you press the N key. And a new presentation is created. As you can see from the title here, presentation 4. So we have a new presentation now. So let's go back to our task bar. Hover your mouse on the PowerPoint icon. Now you can see that we have 4 PowerPoint presentations. That's amazing, right? Great. Now, when you create a new presentation, you always see these two guys. And when I mean a new presentation, if you create a new presentation using the blank presentation, these two guys is what we refer to as the text box. Text box. So the first one is for writing the title, and the second one is for writing subtitle. So if I need to type inside it, all I need to do, move your mouse inside it. As you see, it's showing this icon that looks like I. Just left click inside it. As you can see, the mouse is blinking. That is the cursor blinking inside now. You can just type something there. So let's type presentation. So use your keyboard now. Presentation. Okay, that is cool. Amazing. Great. Then for the click to add subtitle, it means we can add subtitle. Just like we've added the title. Title is like the main heading of what we're designing about. Then subtitle, we just want to write some few things. Okay. So let's just write something here. So let's write design. Okay. So this is it. Now we've written it. The next obvious thing I want to show you is how do we change the handwriting. So if you need to change the handwriting, all you need to do is to I will show you this in two ways. Click inside first. You can do it in two ways. You can left click here and drag to this place so that you can select only the text, or you can left click from the beginning to the end. So what you're doing, you left click and you drag. That way you are selecting that text. Okay, so from there you can also change the handwriting. You can see I've changed it to Arial Black. So this is how to change it. Just click on this arrow here. Remember, this is the font type where you change your handwriting. Click on this, and then if you need to see it, hover your mouse on the font. As you're moving your mouse on those fonts, now you can see the preview on the fly. If you need to move down, you can use your arrow key. This arrow key will help you to go down. Then this arrow will help you to go up. Then these scroll bars will help you to go down precisely. So if you want to use these scroll bars, left click on it and drag down, or you drag up. You left click on it. Remember, you are left clicking down. You are not leaving the left click. So if you leave the left click, that means you're no longer dragging. So if you left click on it, you should notice a little color change to the scroll box. Can you see that? Okay, great. If you left click on it and you drag, you can drag down and you can drag up. Okay, so if you don't know how to use the scroll box well, then there's another option. You can use the scroll wheel on your mouse. The scroll wheel is the middle button on your mouse. You can use that. So if you scroll, you can use it to scroll up. You can even scroll down. Okay, you can see that. So you can scroll like this. So if you get to any of the ones you want, let's say you're going to L now, you can scroll till you get to L. When you get to L, just move your mouse now. You're not scrolling now, you're just moving your mouse. If you've seen the font type you want, all you need to do now is to left click on it one time. Left click on it to select it. So we've select Lato Heavy. Okay, that's great. Another thing you can also do, you can also use the font size. This is the font size here. Click on this little arrow beside it. This will show all the font sizes. So we have from 8 points all the way to 96 points. So if you want, let's say you want 72, you can choose, or 80, or even 88, or 96. When we hover on 96, now you can see that the text is falling below the next line. Okay, so if you want it to be on one line, we can maybe specify it on 80. In case you choose any of these font size and you notice it's actually flow to another line, there is something we can do to adjust that. Okay, so another thing we can do now instead of selecting the text that is inside of that box, what we can also do is to actually select the text box itself. So if you need to select the text box, so because the text box is what is holding the text, so inside of a text box, that is where we write our text. So all you need to do, move your mouse. Immediately when you get to that text box, you're going to see 4 arrows. If you get to it, make sure it's showing 4 arrows. In case if you're not getting it properly, so the first thing I will advise you to do, click inside of the text box first like this, then move your mouse to the edge. Immediately get to the edge, it could be the left edge, top edge, right edge. If you get to the edge, it will show 4 arrows. If it shows 4 arrows, left click on it, and that way you have actually select that text box. Okay, let me also show you another way to select your text box. You'll click inside first. If your cursor line is blinking inside like this and you need to select your text box, if going all the way to corner is like serious struggle, all you can do, just press your escape key. Press your escape key on the keyboard, and then if you press your escape key on the keyboard, this text box will be selected. While the text box is selected, you can change the handwriting, you can change the font of the text that is inside of that text box. So let's quickly change the we've looked at the font type, we've looked at font size. Let's also look at these two guys here. This is to increase the font size, and this is to decrease the font size. So increase font size, so now it's on 72. If I click again, 80. If I click again, 82. If I click 86. Now let me go back to this page to show you something. If I click on this arrow for the font size, there are some particular font size that you have in mind that is not actually part of what is written here. If you look at the numbering system, there is no 13, there is no 15, there is no 17, there is no 19. You can see what I'm saying. There is no 21, 22, 23. So like that, if that happened that you want to make use of a particular font size and it's not here, all you need to do, you can type it here. Type it into this box here. So so this is what I want to do now. I want to type 85. 85 is not part of this, so all I need to do is to type 85. Just type 85. And after typing the 85, the next thing you're going to do is to press the enter key. So press the enter key. Okay, you can see now. So it means the size of this text now is in 85 points. Okay, great job. Well done. So another thing I want to show you, I've shown you the increase font size to grow the font, and then the next one is to reduce it. If you need to decrease it, just click on this, and then you're going to reduce the font size. Okay, let me quickly give you the shortcut. The shortcut to increase font size is Ctrl Shift greater than sign. Then if you need to reduce the font size, you use Ctrl Shift less than sign. Okay, great, amazing, good job. So the next thing I want to show you is how you can add color to this. To add a color to this, come to the font color. So this is the font color. If you click here directly, it's red color. The color that is here, this is like the last color that is applied, that is going to show up here. But if you want to see all the colors, click on this arrow to see all the colors. Now if you want to add a blue color, let's say we have this, you can just hover on the theme's color so you can see different color. Then we also have the standard color. You can hover your mouse on it to see the colors. You can see that. Okay, so if the colors you're looking for is not actually here, you can use the more colors option. So if you click on more colors, it's going to show up like this. So in case your colors is actually blocking your design, all you need to do, left click down and drag it away. Okay, so you left click down and you drag it away so that you can see what you're working on. Okay, great. So we have the standard tab here, we have the custom tab. So the standard tab, you can just randomly choose your color, and when I select a color here now, you can see if we have the new here, showing that particular color here, and the current is showing the color that this text had before. Then whatever color we select is going to show as the new. Okay, it's going to show as a new here. So we don't have full control over this color, so what we can do, you can use a custom one. So the custom one, you have full control. Now the custom one is showing different color arrangements. We also have that the color model, like maybe you want to choose RGB is red, green, blue. You can also click on this arrow to change it to HSL. Okay, so if you already know the number of what you're going to use, maybe the number of the red, number of the green, and the number of the blue, you can specify that here. If you already know the hex code, you can also post the hex code here. I don't want to bug you with all of these, so we're going to take things very easy. Okay, so let's select a blue color. So you can just click inside of this to select it. Now if you want that blue color to be lighter, you can drag this triangle up. If you want it to be darker, you drag it down. So let's see. Let me drag it up, and you should notice the change here. If I drag it down, you can see, you notice the change that it's become very dark. Okay, let's make it a little lighter like this. Okay, so this is what we have now. So we are okay with this color. So click on OK to accept that. Great job, well done. Okay, you're doing an amazing job. So the next one I want to show you. Okay, so we can also select this. I've shown you how to select. You can left click and drag. So this, we only select the text that is inside of that text box. But if you want to select the text box as a whole, you have to move your mouse on it. But you might not be able to get it accurately. If you want to get it accurately, firstly click inside of that text box and then hover your mouse on the edge, or use your escape key to do that. This text box is selected. Okay, so if you look at this next option, this is the text highlight. If you need to highlight a text, maybe you have a lot of text and you actually want a particular text to stand out, you can use this text highlight to highlight that particular text, so that the text will be obvious that, oh, out of all of these texts, this is the text that we highlight, so that everybody can see that, yes, we need to observe something is happening here. So if you click on this, you can see it creates like a background to that particular text. Okay, if you want to remove it, click on it back. If you want to remove it, you click on it back and it will remove it. Very good, great job, well done. So the next place I want to show you is this, the font styles. This is font style, font style, font style, font style, font style. So if I need to make a particular text bold, you click on this guy. If you click on it first time, it will make the text bold. If while it's on bold, you see a box around it. If you click on it second time, it will remove the bold. If you click on it again, it will add a bold. If you click on it, it will remove the bold. I'm going to give you a challenge. If you click on the bold 1,000 times, what do you think will happen? Will it still be bold, or the bold will be removed? You can comment that. Let's see if you get the answer. Okay. Nevertheless, let me help you to visualize things. When you click on it, clicking on it, add bold. When you click on it first time, add bold. Take that to be an odd number. For every odd number, bold is added. And when you click on it second time, that means that's the 2. That is, when you click on it second time, it simply means that is an even number. For every even number, bold is removed. That's a cool idea, right? Great. So we can also apply the same strategy for italic and underline and the text shadow. If I click on the text shadow, I can add the text shadow. If I click on it back, I remove it. If I click on underline, I add underline. If I click on it again, I remove it. If I click on text shadow, you notice a little shadow applied to that particular text. If I click on it again, I remove it. Great. Okay, quick one. Let me quickly show you the shortcut of all this. The shortcut for bold is Ctrl B. So if you press Ctrl B first time, it will add bold to it. If you press Ctrl B second time, it will remove the bold. For italic is Ctrl I, and for underline is Ctrl U. Okay, so the shortcut for text shadow is Alt H5. Okay, the next one I want to show you is this guy here. That is the strike through. So if you have a text, so the strike through will only add a line through a text like this. So like you cancel something, that is what this one is used for. If you need to indicate it that something is cancelled, you use this strike through. Okay, strike through is not mostly pronounced. Okay, and the next one I want to show you, which is the character spacing. So if you need to space your character, that is when you use this character spacing. So if you click on character spacing, you're going to see very tight normal. It's currently on normal. If I put it on loose, if I hover my mouse on loose, you should notice something on the text, that we have spacing in between each character now. So you can see there is spacing between each character. Then we have it's becoming tight and becoming very tight. They are together now. Okay, for now, not to make the lesson very complicated, I'm not going to the more spacing now. So I'll just stick to these very tight, normal, loose, and very loose. So let's just stick with that for now. And then we also have the change case. Okay, the work of this change case is to change from sentence case, lowercase, uppercase, capitalize each word, and toggle case. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do something here. I'm going to type like three different things now. Okay, so the third thing now is effect. Okay, so I'm just typing different words now so that we can demonstrate this. All these are typed in capital letter, so I want to change them to lowercase. So first, let's select the text box. Hover your mouse at the edge, left click on it, or use your escape key. If it shows 4 arrows, you can left click on it. Okay, good. So let's go back to this change case. Click on change case. So if I hover my mouse on lowercase, now you can see everything is in lowercase. So let me click on lowercase. If that's what I want to do, you see it like this. So go back to change case. Now we want to capitalize each word. Capitalize each word simply means that every first character will be capitalized. Every first character will be capitalized. You can see the D is capitalized, the M is capitalized, the E is capitalized. Those are the first letter in each word. So you can see it. So let's go back to change case. Then we have the sentence case. So the sentence case, we only capitalize the first letter. That's the first character. So character D is the first letter there, is capitalized. And then we also have the uppercase. That means it will change something that is in lowercase to change everything to a capital letter. And then the toggle case is not actually common. So what this will do, okay, so let me demonstrate this. Let me first of all change it to capitalize each word. Then look at the D is in capital letter, the M is in capital letter, and the E is in capital letter. If I go to toggle case now, it's going to change those one that's already in capital letter to small letter. And the one in small letter will be changed to capital letter. You can see this is toggle case. Okay, so in case you want to create some cool effect, you can actually use this. But toggle case is not common in use. Okay, that's amazing. You've done an amazing job. So we're going to end this class here. Well done.